Rashee Rice was at OTAs today, and there's been an update on his legal situation. So we're going to talk about his nightclub incident that happened. So just a few weeks after the alleged nightclub assault, charges have now been completely dropped. The man who Rice allegedly punched in the face has dropped all charges, according to Dallas police. He has filed an affidavit withdrawing the complaint per NFL media, calling the interaction a misunderstanding. And then today, Mahomes did talk about the Rashee Rice and how he and other teammates are talking to him amidst his offseason drama.
It's not just me. I think he's just trying to do whatever we can to teach him how to learn from his mistakes. I mean, obviously, that was a big mistake, but you have to learn from it, make sure it doesn't happen again, and try to do whatever you can to be the best person you can be in society, not only for yourself, but for the people around you. And I think he is doing that. But right now, we're just going to keep trying to do whatever we can to get him on the right path so that he can be a great football player, obviously, but we want him to be a great person, too.
So, again, Mahomes is just – this guy knows how to speak in front of the cameras. I think I read that he actually denied doing SNL because he was kind of nervous about doing the Saturday Night Live, which based on the way this guy speaks in front of the camera, I mean, he's phenomenal.
No. He's not ready for that yet. That's a whole different thing right there. Okay, so I think he understands where he needs to be. You know, he knows the limits to where he needs to be. So he's good right now. Pat knows. So.
He's whatever. He's doing good with these, especially press conference where he had the Blood Crew situation. Then you got to talk about this Rashee Rice situation. Two pretty, not really football related topics that he had to tackle, and he tackled them with grace. But JD, what do you make of the latest with Rashee Rice, the charges being dropped, and what do you think? What do you make of what Mahomes is saying, and obviously what's probably going on behind the scenes with Rashee Rice being at camp or OTAs, doing workouts with Hollywood Brown, and then what Mahomes and other teammates are talking to Rashee Rice about being kind of a professional in this setting now?
I mean, everything Patrick said is correct. With what happened, you just got to learn from it. I mean, these are like storms of life that you have to learn from. Okay, this is a huge one, and so he's a grown man. You can't hold his hand. You can't be around him forever. All thing you can do is just tell him, hey, look, man, conduct yourself wisely. Everything that you do, you make sure that you're using your brain. Think ahead, all these things. Don't put yourself in jeopardy. And so I think Rashid would learn from the very first one not to get involved with this guy right here who dropped all the charges. And look, we have no idea. The guy, I'm not going to say it was a money grab, but Rashee Rice was a hot topic. He understand that. He had a target on his back. And so it's nothing for somebody to try to take advantage of that at the right time, right? Oh, it's Rashee Rice. Well, he knows that he's under the microscope right now. Rashee knows that. So he's got to conduct himself in that regard. And he didn't do so. So, and I've said this before, not denying that you can't have just a regular life, but you're not a regular guy. You don't need to be out somewhere at 2 o'clock in the morning or anything, getting into it with anybody. None of your boys or your team that's around you, you want to just eliminate all of it. Eliminate it all, man. Seriously. So anybody try to bring any trouble to you, you bolt. You get out of there. Don't even be there to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So he's just got to learn from it. He's right. You just got to tell him, hey, man, learn from what your mistakes are, okay? This is your career. This is your life. Your life. You could have lost your life. Could have killed others. This is how serious this is. So you can't just be out there flippantly doing things, okay, because you play for the Chiefs. You're a Super Bowl champion. People are going to be finding you everywhere that you go. They're going to take pictures of you. You need to understand that. You need to understand that there's going to be situations you don't want to be in, and you got to conduct yourself wisely. So that's what it's all about. Patrick was right in everything that he said. Rashee just needs to listen to it. He needs to abide by it. And he just stays on his P's and Q's, period. And yeah, Rashee Rice has to get some better guys. Absolutely, get some better guys around him, but more certainly, he has to be a better guy himself to know that. He has to be a better guy. You have the best people around you, but even if you don't have, you have the best people around you, but if you still the problem, that's the issue. So he just got to know, like, hey man, I got to do things differently. I got to do things a lot better. I got to conduct myself in a more professional manner than what I have been doing this whole offseason. And this right here it's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call for him, right? So hopefully he'll learn from the mistakes, man, and just stay away from it all, man. Just stay away from it all. But this guy right here dropping the charges, you don't know what transpired with all these different things, man. We don't know. But I was a little speculative of this anyway when it kind of came out. You know what I mean? But still, he shouldn't be around none of it. Go ahead, brother.
I gotta say, I think I saw a lot of comments people make. So when I first read this, I was like, well, he's withdrawing the report. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
This speaks to me like a little money under the table, maybe. Like, hey, like, shut your mouth about this. Like, you and me can handle this. We just drop the charges, please. I'm already going through a lot of crap. That's what it could have been. I don't know. It's an alleged thing anyway. But like to hear going to the police to withdraw, just saying it's a misunderstanding now. That's like something like back in like when you watch the old mafia movies back in the day. It was like, oh no, he didn't do anything. It was just a misunderstanding. Like put it in his pocket. It's okay.
Right. or just access to Rashid Rice maybe at a different time. You know what I mean? Like a misunderstanding. Like, look, dude, like I ain't got nothing against you. I was just trying to tell you, man. You sitting over taking pictures of me when I didn't want to have the pictures taken of me. I could have helped you out. You could have been my guy. You could have been my photo dude, some other time to help me out. How come we can't just work together? So the dude might have sit there like, okay, I got what you're saying. So where he doesn't really, if he drops the charges, he doesn't really look like the bad guy himself, right? Could be money under the table. We don't quite know. But also too, maybe because of the video didn't quite show the assault like you said. That's another thing. Now, when you're getting grilled by lawyers and whatnot, it's a real thing, man. So if you made some allegations against somebody, and none of that is true, you made the incident bigger than what it was, then we might hold you to account. That could be slander, that defamation of character. For sure. So we can prosecute you for some things, right? Bring some charges up on you. And I guarantee if you start getting some lawyers in your pocket, okay, one of the guys, I guess, used to be a senator, and he's got some powerful people. Let them lean on you a little bit. Okay, well, let's drop some charges. Things can change. So there's a lot of different ways things can happen with this story, man. But I tell you what, this is another learning lesson. This is another bullet that he dodged. Don't make it a third. Don't make it a third, man. Stay away from it all. Every single thing. Stay away from it all. So that's where he needs to be. And everybody needs to check up on him. I'd have you, man, you call, check up on everybody else too. How about that? So but yeah, man, you can't take off the training wheels. He's not a kid. He's not a kid anymore. He knows that. He knows that. So
it's since that incident, the nightclub assault, alleged nightclub thing. More videos of him working out with Hollywood Brown, and then obviously being at OTAs right now. It seems like he's trying to fill whatever the nightclub stuff, the racing cars. Seems like he's filling the void, the time that he has with like working out with Hollywood Brown. So like if Hollywood Brown, who we talk about, we need a veteran. He's still pretty young, but he is a veteran in the league. Bringing him under his wing, it seems like that could be a beneficial like relationship there, where he can be with Hollywood Brown. They can work out together, hang out together, play video games together, do whatever just to stay out of racing cars.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, and he should. I think Hollywood Brown might be a good guy like to hang out and do those things. The problem is the downtime when you're not with him, right? And things can happen. In a matter of hours, it don't take no more than a minute to get in trouble, Marcus. We know this. It only takes a minute. So that's why he's got to be fully conscious and aware of everything that's going on around him, in and out. Hey, Rashid, bye. See you. Talk to you later. About time said another Chiefs show that says had a prosecutor on it, said it's not the cameraman's choice to drop it. It had to be the DA's to do it. So that could be it. So the DA could have dropped it because there was really no sufficient evidence, to bring about, charges. So whatever it may be, still, it's another bullet, he dodged, right? So find something else to do, man. Pick up pickleball, right? So
about time. Just keep Rice away from Browns.
100%. 100%. No doubt about that. Do not get that joker involved with him at all. That dude is something else, man. He is something else.
Pauno Kawhi, Chiefs management should have laid down the law to these guys when they were signed. We pay you, don't mess it up, or that money is gone and you're gone. That's pretty much. It's pretty much what you at the rookie symposium. They pretty much say don't screw up, essentially, right? Isn't that like if you read between the lines, it's like don't mess up? Essentially,
well, it's a contract. It's a contract. So you having a contract with a team to do work, and if you fulfill the contract, you put it in harm's way. It's detrimental to the look of the organization. You definitely can be gone, and guys understand it, and they take it in and maybe like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll be able to get away with it. And I told one of my boys yesterday, he was like, hey, man, you ain't never did it. I said, look, man, I just never got caught with certain things. I dodged a lot of different bullets. And I'm sure I'm not speaking for myself. I'm sure I can speak for everybody on this whole feed and everybody on here that we've all dodged some bullets that we probably, we know the things that we did, we probably shouldn't have been doing. Okay. So I'm not alone in this at all. But I have learned, and I'm saying, hey, that wasn't a good decision. That was stupid, right? It was stupid. And so when it does hit you, lightning done struck twice. Hey, man, stay out of the storms. Get out of the rain, okay? Because that lightning is looking for you, buddy. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. So,
and hopefully this offseason, obviously – most guys don't have to go through what Rice has gone through with what he's done this offseason. But and forget, I'm not talking about this. I'm just talking about the racing on the highway alone. That in a nutshell is awful as it is. But with everything that's come from that, and we're still waiting to come from the league as far as suspension, I think this is a big learning lesson for him. As you said, JD, thankfully no one died. Obviously, there were some injuries that people went to the hospital and stuff, so that's bad. But the fact that that he can hopefully learn from this and come out a better person on the other side. That's what we hope for. And that's when you have a guy like Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback and what he said there and other guys in that locker room to be kind of, mentors for Rashee Rice. I think that's a beautiful thing. And hopefully, he can come out a better person after this whole situation.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. You just know that the stench is following you right now. It's time to get rid of it, right? Cut it off. I don't care from where it is, if it's you, if it's people around you, whatever it may be. If you got to change your mindset, get that thing done, okay? Because you can have a long career here in the NFL, be one of the great ones to put this uniform on, and you don't want to screw it up making bad decisions. Pure and simple, right? So,
100%.
Yeah. Said, is it true that Andy doesn't talk to rookies? No, Andy talks to rookies. I think rookies are intimidated by Andy more so than anything. Yeah, so Andy's just he'll mess with them, obviously, and he knows that they're in awe. They know that. But for the grace of God, there go I. Absolutely. But you keep doing good things there. You go, you had it. Yes, Sandman. That's right. Lights out. Sandman, lights out. That's what it would be.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.